What's going on, everyone? Woo! I'm actually genuinely surprised right now. Sorry, my hair's a mess. I literally jumped up threw this hat on with joy, with jubilee. Lakers officially trade for Dorian Finney Smith. Now, the reason I am overly excited right now is because I didn't think we were going to get a 3-and-D win. Obviously, Dorian Finney Smith isn't Cam Johnson or anything crazy like that, but what a pickup, right? The Lakers, I thought, were dead in the water when it came to a 3-and-D win. That's why I've been talking about lately. I think you should shift focus to a guard and a center, right? I didn't think we'd be able to go and get the 3-and-D wins, especially with all the news that's coming out, right? 4 hours ago, Memphis was still supposed to get Dorian Finney Smith. They were still working out Dorian Finney Smith. Supposedly they were going to give up a first. I think either A, Memphis wasn't willing to give up that first, or B, they wanted it to be crazy heavily protected, right? That is probably my guess. That's what I think ultimately ended up happening. And whatever, one way or another, obviously the conversations fell through and the Lakers were able to get it done. So D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, right? And then 3 second-round picks for Dorian Finney Smith and and Shake Milton, right? Which is good because now they got another sort of backup guard, scoring guard type guy that can slot in at the point or the two, right? This was a great, give it up to Rob Pelinka, man. Seriously, I know a lot of people think Rob Pelinka is the worst GM in the league, this, that, and the other. This was a great move. Not only did you get Dorian Finney Smith, you also got Shake Milton in the deal. I would have honestly rather had Day'Ron Sharpe, but Shake Milton is a solid player. This, in my opinion, means Gabe Vincent and Rui Hachimura are both gone. Because now you have Dorian Finney Smith who's going to slot in and play the 3. And now you just got your backup point guard for a Gabe Vincent, right? Well, you also replaced D'Lo, which is good, right? Not to the level of but Shake Milton, he's not like he's a role guy, right? But he has games, he has moments, right? He's a guy that can score with the best of them. Right? He's the guy that can put the ball on the deck and not high level, but you get my point, right? Like he's a guy that can score the basketball, make plays, do a little bit of everything. You can always use him and package him in another deal to go get something else done, right? You still need, in my opinion, a point guard and you still need a center, right? Those are 2 things, backup center, all those things. But couple things about this, right? One, now you just took some pressure off if you're the Lakers, right? You got the toughest road, which is the 3-and-D win, right? The guards, that'll probably be easier, and the backup center probably will be easier, right? Go get Valanciunas, whatever, and you're fine. This is you got the toughest, you have these 3 roads that you need to go down, right? And they all lead to, the ultimate team, right, built. Well, the toughest road was finding a guy like Dorian Finney Smith, especially with all these teams that have been interested in him, right? And the fact that the Lakers were able to pull that off for a reasonable price, which is my second point. They didn't give up a first. They got Dorian Finney Smith cheaper than what they got Rui for, which is good. Also, Dorian Finney Smith is older than what Rui was when we got him. But to get for 3 seconds, Maxwell Lewis, not really a big thing. D'Angelo Russell is somebody Brooklyn has wanted for years. They've wanted him back, right? They've been trying to get him back from the Lakers. So you knew that this was going to happen. Like D'Lo being the guy, right? The fact that the Lakers were able to get that 3-and-D win and then also get kind of a pseudo replacement, at least for now, minimum, or a guy that I'm fine, keep Shake Milton, right? I think that this is a huge pickup for the Lakers. And now you take the pressure off. You allow yourself to now evaluate and see what develops. Does a Bruce Brown, come back and get healthy and get right, and then boom, maybe you're making a move for him? Do you just go get a Valanciunas, right? Can you get a Nick Richards or something, like a guy? Because look, to be honest, I didn't think Dorian Finney Smith was going to the Lakers. I didn't think the Lakers were going to be able to pull that off, right? But this is what I've talked about: patience, right? And what does Rob do in the end? I've talked about, if Rob Pelinka ends up being patient and fumbles the bag, I'm with you. Let's grab our pitchforks, grab our torches, chase down the old guy, right? But when he does something like this, at what the value of what the guy really should be, beautiful. You still have Rui's contract, you still have Gabe Vincent's contract, you still have Jared Vanderbilt's contract, you still have all your firsts, all your pick swaps, 2 more seconds. The Lakers are in excellent shape. You just got an upgrade from Maxwell. Maxwell Lewis is giving you nothing. Literally nothing. And you got Shake Milton to replace him. Right? And Dorian Finney Smith to now slot in and be your 3-and-D wing. Don't even get me started on the fit, the defense, the athletic. This is the guy we've been talking about, right? We've been talking about this guy since the offseason, about can the Lakers get this guy? Now, as far as fit goes, right? Again, I am overly excited. I'll probably do a more calmed breakdown, but I'm just I'm surprised, not shocked, because I always say, you never know. But one, I'm genuinely surprised, and two, this is, we got a 3-and-D wing, and a good one, right? It wasn't just, Cody Martin, who I still wouldn't mind, right? But like I've said, in a backup role, or a Torrey Craig or something, and Rob Pelinka's oh, we got our 3-and-D wing. No, you got Dorian Finney Smith, the guy that we've been trying to get for 2 years now. We finally were able to get, and you were also able to get Shake Milton in the deal, and he didn't overpay, right? Rob Pelinka didn't overpay in this trade and actually got fair value and a fair return and just slotted in, and more trades are coming. Because they still need a guard and they still need a center. And granted they could argue Milton is, but I really hope not. I hope that they go and get another type of guard. But come on, they got these 2 guys for 3 seconds. Maxwell Lewis, who, he's probably 3 years away from being an actual basketball player, even in the rotation. And then D'Angelo Russell, who, I know a lot of people don't like D'Lo. I like D'Lo, but he's always been the odd man out, right? He's the guy I've always said has been most likely traded. He's the guy when people are like, Tyler, who do you think ends up getting traded first? I'm like, D'Angelo Russell, right? This was great. And the Lakers were able to pull this off. Still need a backup center, still need a point guard, right? But you finally got that guy that can slot in, give you some defensive versatility out on the perimeter, that legit 3-and-D can defend essentially 1 through 4, right? He can slot in at the 3, slot in at the 4. Even on occasion, you can slot him at the 2. Dorian Finney-Smith is the upgraded version of Taurean Prince. What we wanted Taurean Prince to be, the 3-and-D kind of, wing that could slot in 2 through 4 and defend 1 through 4, right? But Taurean Prince, defensively was not really that. Athletically was not really that. Dorian Finney-Smith is all those things. Dorian Finney-Smith now gives you the defense, gives you the shooting, right? Gives you all those things that the Lakers desperately needed, right? This was huge for the Lakers. Rob Pelinka, gotta give him his flowers. Like I've said, if he waits and he ends up fumbling the bag here, I'm with you. Let's grab those torches. But when he does something like this, he deserves that praise. Maybe he is a competent GM after all. We just got the one thing that I didn't think we would be able to get. Backup center, they're going to be able to get. Point guard, they're going to be able to get. I'm not really worried about those things. It was, can we get a legit 3-and-D wing? It's why I keep saying, go and pivot to a guard or pivot to this, because you have 15 teams that are trying to go after Dorian Finney Smith right now. And on top of that, you have Memphis, who is looking like they were just about to get him. And then lo and behold, Lakers end up snagging him. Like, I mean, come on. You got to give credit where credit is due. And Rob Pelinka deserves a ton of credit, in my opinion. This was an excellent move by Rob Pelinka. Lakers, they got their 3-and-D wing, which also means Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent, potentially Jared Vanderbilt, like these guys are probably gone. Probably gone. But they also got the early trade, right? They got the first trade out of the way. The first trade that we needed, right? The pressure trade, take the pressure off. I thought it was going to be like a Valanciunas, right? I've said from the beginning, I am like 99% sure Rob is going to make a trade. Every time I get asked, Tyler, do you think the Lakers make a trade? Yes. Nothing's 100%, but I am as close to 100% sure that Rob Pelinka makes a trade, right? I didn't think it would necessarily be. I was like, my concern though, however, is A, is it the right trade? Or B, is it like a Valanciunas and he's like, hey, I did what you guys wanted me to do, right? Like that was my concern. I thought the first trade would be something like that, like a Valanciunas or, like a minor move to kind of take the pressure off. Like, I didn't think it was going to be Dorian Finney Smith yet. I also thought the Nets might actually wait, although, you saw with the Dennis Schroeder trade to the Warriors that kind of opened things, but this is so huge, man. I am so pumped. I will do this is my geek out fan video. I'm sorry. I'm just genuinely excited. I know I didn't really break down how Dorian Finney Smith fits and all that stuff. I'll have a more structured video later today. Let me have this moment, okay? As I'm sure many of you right now feel the same way and understand. Again, this isn't Lakers aren't the best team in the league now. This is huge, right? But it's not the thing that you still got to get. So you got Dorian Finney Smith. Can you get that next guy and then that next guy? And now the Lakers are good enough, right? We'll see how it goes. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Are you as pumped as I am right now? Are you kind of like, we'll wait and see? Again, I will do a more kind of conformed breakdown, more structured video. This is just me kind of fanning out. I want to do the fan out video. I'll do the more structured video shortly. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So if you enjoy these types of videos, truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.